Hey everybody, it's me, Margaret. I'm still here talking about my trip to Vermont. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was so excited to be there the first day, and I just barely took the camera out for anything when we got back. But I was incredibly blessed with some presents. I mean, I felt like it was Christmas time. I wanted to whack her over the head because we had originally said no presents, and then I heard she was making something for Thomas, and I said, oh, well, I'll make her a few bags. So I made 2 little bags and threw some fabric scraps in there and something, macaroni and cheese for Kristen. I don't know, but that paled in comparison to what I got. And I have to show you. All right, first of all, she made this for Thomas. Now, I think she's shown this guy before, or at least a version of him. But Thomas gets the biggest kick out of stuffed animals and stuffed creatures, and the fact that he loves Aaron. I don't know if I've ever said that to y'all before or not, but he thinks that Aaron can make anything. And quite frankly, I agree with him. So anyway, he laughed when he opened this up. I'll insert the video here. So here's Thomas opening his gift, and there's 2 in there.
2?
Yeah. Isn't that cute?
And a hacky sack?
Yes. The hacky sack was Kristen's idea, and I told her, great, Kristen, you're going to get him in trouble.
This is cute.
Isn't it great?
And your mustache.
And his monocle is just funny. So, what do you say?
Thank you.
Now there's also that hacky sack that you saw in the video, but that's in his pocket and he's gone down the street to play. So I can't show you the hacky sack right here. But it gets even more stuff here. Okay. Lorna is one of our viewers, and Lorna she's another one of those extremely talented people where you may have seen, among other things, she quilts, but you may have seen the video that Erin did where she had done this great big giant quilt. She sent it to Lorna, who has some special quilting machine. I can't use the proper terminology because I'm ignorant as far as that goes. That quilt is gorgeous. And sweet Lorna sent Erin a whole bunch of goodies, some fabric and stuff like that. And in there she put some stuff for me. Look. Get it? Tea time talk. You get it? It's so precious. So I have to make something with my tea fabric. Thank you, Lorna. Special kisses. Now, also, Lorna sent me this yarn, like Woolies, in these neutral colors that I get so excited about. And I think I may even have something, well, it may be similar to this. I don't know, but point being is that these are my favorite colors. So I got really excited about that. So thank you, Lorna, for thinking of me. So she was in on the secret. She knew that I was going. Well, this fabric was inside this hedgehog bag. You know how I love Erin's bags. Yes, I can make bags, but I like these because they don't have the zippers on them, and, well, this was one that pulls from the side. And you can keep your yarn inside and pull it out easily. We've talked about different ways that I could make my flat bottom bags that zip, but you could have like a buttonhole or something to pull it out, or whatever, I don't know. But regardless, I don't have cute fabric like this, and it's not made by Erin's.
What I meant is that even if I had my own fabric, then it wouldn't be made by Erin, therefore not as special.
So when it's this, I have an Erin original, I get all excited. Now, speaking of Erin original, she showed this bag before. The applique bag, and the worst part was that she was making this and sending me pictures while she was making it, and I was thinking, oh, that is so precious. Well, she made several of them, and I got one was for me, and I didn't even know it. So see, it's got big real for true handles, you know, that you buy, and it's just adorable. So I'll be using that. But wait, she made more. Look at this shawl. I'm holding it up to the camera and I can't see. Isn't this adorable? And while I was in her local yarn store, I bought myself a shawl pin, so I will be using this for my neat little shawl. Of course, there's a million ways that you could wear this thing. Not that you want to stand here and watch me do all this, but because you're not stupid. But there's lots of different ways that I could wear this. But isn't it pretty? I love the colors, bright and happy, and of course it's knitted, teeny tiny, just so delicate, absolutely beautiful. Of course she sees some mistake in it, but it took me a little while to find what she was talking about. But as far as I'm concerned, it's perfect. And she also threw in a ball of chroma worsted. I just discovered this not too long ago. I think I made that little hat out of it, and I still have a little bit left. Might make another small hat out of it because it didn't use very much at all. But then I can make something else with this. This is a slow changing yarn, which is my favorite, and it feels really good. So chroma worsted is 2 thumbs up from me. Now, if you've been watching the videos, you saw that we went to her local yarn store, which is White River Yarns, and I loved it. The owner's name is Karen, and her taste is just exquisite. I mean, you didn't see anything that would be considered low end in there, and the prices were, I didn't mean to make it sound like the prices were, you know, up through the roof. No, the prices were very reasonable, just everything was so elegant. She has exquisite taste. So Karen put together, she knew I was coming because Erin goes there and does all the yarn nights and all, you know, sit and knit. And so she put together some stuff for me to welcome me. So I have White River Yarns, and look, this has a whole bunch of stuff in it. It had 2 candy bars, but I ate one already. And a notepad, some sticky notes with it, some really nice lip gloss, very moisturizing type lip balm, which I like a lot, and a carabiner. See, I haven't opened it yet, but you can tell what that is through the plastic, can't you? So that was fun. That was really a neat store, and I'm very jealous. I think I should probably go to my local yarn store and see if they have a knit night, because I met, of course, Karen and 2 of the knitting ladies, and it just seems so fun. I need to do that. Okay, speaking of little things like that, Erin included one of her favorite knickknacks. You may have seen her video, your favorite, we both had done them. It was your favorite things that were not yarn, that were related to yarn, but not yarn. And this is a notions case that Erin uses. It reminds me of those things that you put medicine in. But see, this is one big little, I say big little, that doesn't make sense. It's a bigger compartment, and it has in it a row counter, which every knitter needs, and some stitch markers that she made me, which I will be excited to use. And then in this you have this tinier compartments, and that, you know how all our stuff like stitch markers, they're so tiny, and this way you can keep them separated by size, which is pretty handy dandy. And then you close it up and you have a compact little container. So this is pretty cool. Now, no trip to Vermont would be complete if you did not get some pure maple syrup, which is very big in Vermont. So Erin and Kristen included this in my prize package, and Tucker went crazy with this. You just went and got the syrup for Dad, and what did you tell him?
It's huge.
It's the biggest maple syrup we've ever seen. What do you say, Dad?
Thank you, that I love it.
His favorite thing is maple syrup. We only use maple syrup. We would never use things like Aunt Jemima full of high fructose corn syrup and all that kind of stuff. And since we have started having only maple syrup, when you go back and try to eat the other, you're like, oh, that's nasty. So real maple syrup. So this was exciting. And I tasted this at their house, by the way. It's out of this world. Kristen makes the most wonderful French toast, and so we put the maple syrup on it, and it was just so good. And then you may know from watching her videos that they are dog people. They love their animals. They have 4 dogs, and they didn't want to forget my animals, so they sent Bentley a Frisbee, which was kind of funny because he didn't know what to do with it. We've never taught him how to catch a Frisbee. Well, here's a little clip of him being introduced to it. Okay, Bentley, this is for you. Look,
It's for you.
who got the Frisbee? Do you know how to play Frisbee? Here, Thomas, see if you could throw it slowly into the thing and see if he knows how to play. Well, you had to get his attention first. Oh wait, he's again. Turn the light on. Okay, try it again, real slow, so he knows what to do. We're gonna have to practice, that's right. And then we got some bell balls for the cats. Now, the big cat, we've tried it on him, and he's like, what are you throwing at me? Which we kind of anticipated. But the little cat likes it, but I don't have her on video yet, so I'll have to do that. Now, this is a sweater that Erin made, and she said it didn't fit her, so she gave it to me, and did I luck out. When we went to Webb's, she showed me the yarn that she used. I'll insert it here. So I know how to take care of it. We have to use special wool wash, because she explained to me that when you have these finer yarns, you don't use woolite because it breaks the fibers down or something, and you certainly don't want to do that. So she gave me a sample of a special wash for this stuff. I've already worn it. I wore it to on Sunday of our trip. It was so cold, and so much of what we were doing was outside at Calvin Coolidge's homestead. So, but look at the work on the bottom. Did I hold it? Can you see it? So I just love it. And it looks like it was tailor-made for me. I mean, well, here, I have a clip from that too. I'll insert. Erin made this sweater, and it didn't fit her, and she gave it to me. Can you see? And I got so excited. I have an Erin original. It's wool, so it's warm, and I'm going to be able to wear it all day and be nice and comfy cozy. So I'm really excited about that. So you can see why I feel like it was Christmas? Okay, so on the tail end of this video, I'm going to tack a picture of the projects. We did our yarn haul video together on Erin's channel, but I didn't have the pictures to show you what I was making out of them. I just was sort of verbally describing them. So I'm going to insert the pictures here, and so you can get the true color of the yarn, I'll put a still shot that I took outside in the sunlight so you can kind of see that. But all in all, it was a fabulous trip. So thanks to Miss Lorna, Karen of the White River Yarns, and Erin and Kristen. I had a wonderful trip.
Now, if you watched our yarn haul video on Erin's channel, there was a lot of talk about what I bought, and I was going to insert a picture here and show you better. Okay, well, we didn't do it in that video, so I'm doing it here.
James C. Brett Chunky Marble, which I have never seen, felt, or whatever. This is gorgeous, and I couldn't stand it. I had to buy it right away. So it's my favorite blues and greens and kind of ocean colors, I guess you would say. So that's pretty neat. So this was the first thing I put in my basket. More James C. Brett Chunky Marble. They had select colors on sale for $7.49, something
I
like
think
that.
those are the discontinued colors,
Right.
generally.
And this
But I like
is
that color.
chartreuse
Mhm.
tonal, I would say. And really fond of this too. So these are my two James C. Bretts that I'll be finding something to do with, although I don't know what. Okay, then I have this butterfly shawl, which I will show you at some point in my videos. And it's a crocheted shawl calling for, I think it was a fingering or
a lace weight.
It was a lace weight. But of course it's a shawl, so you're not dealing with any kind of sizing issues here. And I wanted something that would make a very slow transition for that. And so we found this. It is kangaroo dyer. Blue-faced Leicester.
Yep, that's the type of sheep.
Okay, that's the type of sheep. 110 grams on this. That's what it says. It's a Valley yarn, and that was another thing that I learned about was Valley is Webb's.
It's like the Webb's brand.
The Webb's brand.
Like a Loops and Threads or...
But they were all really nice yarns as far as I was concerned, because remember, I'm used to the world
really
of acrylic. It was called Knit Simple. And I found it's a lace hat and scarf pattern. And when I say lace, it's like a beginner lace, which I need to practice up like that. And I think I can handle that. But it called for a worsted, and this is a tonal. Would we call this teal?
I would call that a teal, yeah.
A teal tonal. So I got 3 of those, and the brand.
Z's favorite yarn.
Oh yeah, I specifically, yeah. Look, Z Malabrigo. Then, what came next? Oh, Erin found this, and I just loved it so much that I just had to have some too. It's James C. Brett Marble, but not chunky.
It's DK, I think.
Yes, double knitting.
Yep.
So, we loved that. It's naturals and greens and some pinks and stuff, and that was really good.
You had a hat pattern.
Yes, it's a hat pattern. I'll put the link in my video. I'll just do a little clarification. This is the main yarn haul video, but I will clarify what I need to make when I get home. This is called Knit Cole, Knitcol, and that was the yarn that was specified in that pattern, and it really changed colors well, and it has those nicey little color changes right there, which makes it look as though you're doing Intarsia or Fair Isle, yeah, rather, and without having to actually do it. And so I bought this in fall colors. Remember why I bought this?
You bought that to make the hat, and then you found that.
Oh, that's right. And I couldn't
put it. This is self-striping.
And I couldn't put it back because I fell in love with it. Then we were over by the expensive stuff, Madeline Tosh. They had this shawl made up, and on their tags it tells you if where the pattern is. So
which I can put a picture of the shawl in here too, so they could see it.
Okay. And I loved it. Loved everything about it. I loved the shawl pattern, and I loved the yarn. So
she even tried it on over the mannequin.
Well, I'll send you that picture, and you can put that in here too. This is called Opaline. So
that's, I think, a new fiber to you too. I don't think you've ever used linen.
Oh no. I've never. This is 90% superwash merino and 10% linen, and it is really fine. It is. When I say fine, I'm talking fine, not like not like fine as in thin, because it's fingering weight, which is thin, but not lace. But oh, hush up.